Hey guys, Evan Orrick here, back with another video. Today is a big day because it is of a video that I love making each and every year. It is the 2021 Thanksgiving Awards. Now, this is truly something that I really enjoy making for numerous reasons. One of the main reasons is just seeing the way it all comes together. I mean, you have people submitting their entries, working hard on their entries, and you kind of just compete against one another absolutely fairly. And then towards the end, we see who wins the $50 Amazon gift card. It has been the gift that the winner receives for a long time now. It will be the gift that this winner receives in this year's awards, and I am delighted to announce it as another prize for the winner. Now, we have many contestants this year. As you all remember, last year we only went down to 4 contestants, and this year we have 7. And surprisingly, it wasn't even because of the strategy I put in, which was the waitlist strategy. That didn't even help. I mean, maybe it helped a little bit, but I guess it was just good luck this year. So thanks to all the people who submitted this year. To those who dropped out of this year's contest and didn't manage to submit their entries, I completely respect the fact, however, that you managed to enter this year's competition. You put in the effort to joining in and maybe even starting out your video, but maybe it didn't go out the way it wanted it to. That is perfectly okay. All I ask is that you respect the other people that would have been your competitors in this year's competition, as I ask the actual competitors themselves who entered to also respect their fellow competitors' competition. Now, one big thing I want to announce, and this has been something that I like to announce all the time, and although I obviously have no say of enforcing this, I still want to make it perfectly clear. Please watch the entirety of the video. If you entered this year's competition and you want to see who won this competition, of course that's the whole point of it, but please be patient and wait to see what your fellow competitors submitted. Be respectful, see everyone's videos, and then at the end you can see who won. Now, the issue with last year's competition has to do with a lot of reasons, but one of the bigger reasons that changes this year is that last year we did not have a second in place prize. Well, this year, because we have 7 people who have submitted their entries, we gladly do. Now, as I always like to clarify, this prize does not mean you win $25 or anything like that, just like how you'd win $50 through an Amazon gift card. No. It does not involve any money. However, you will be treated to seeing a full scene of Godzilla Doomsday Arrival, of course, only 2 weeks or so before the actual fan film releases onto my YouTube channel. If you do win the second in place prize, I ask that you do not leak this or do not show anybody else this clip. It is solely meant for you to see it and for you to see it only because you won second in place. Now, without further ado, let's show the entries. And the first person we will be showing is Tiga Entertainment, who was the first person to submit their entry in this competition.
Six days before the Rumble Royal. A little later on here on Raw, it's going to be the Outlaws against U-Rock and the Big Rock in a tag team.
Finally, The Rock has come back to the back.
Despite the good news about Stone Cold Steve Austin, the issue with the Big Rock prevails. And I'm wondering if at this time, maybe you wanted to retract your statement where you called the Big Rock a jabroni.
Yes. The Rock does want to retract his statement. The Big Rock is not a jabroni.
I know that.
But what the Big Rock is a 7-foot, 500-pound, steaming, stinking jabroni. And The Rock says this, Big Show, did The Rock call you a jabroni? You're damn right he did. He called 20 others a jabroni as well. Shut your mouth and look at The Rock. Read The Rock's lips. Jabroni. J-A-B-R-O-N-I-X-X-X-X-Y-Z A-B-C. Oh, it doesn't matter how you spell jabroni. The Rock guarantees to take his hand, and one by one, I won by damn one over the top rope. The Rock guaranteeing winning the Royal Rumble. The Rock going to WrestleMania and walking out of WrestleMania the people's damn champion. Jabroni, Ian Woney. If you smell
boobies.
Let's see. Gary. Hey, a magazine! That's funny. I don't remember subscribing to Hawk and Ball.
Give me that! Stealing my porno mags. You're lucky I don't report you to the authorities.
Quick, Patrick, without thinking. If you could have anything in the world right now, what would it be?
Well said!
No, something real, an item, something you would pay for.
Crack.
That's a...
Why haven't I worn this yet?
Fancy living? Here we come.
Make way for a couple of homosexuals.
Good afternoon, sir. Could we interest you in some...
A bag of crack. Crack.
Did you say?
Crack. Yes, sir.
Flatter the customer. Make him feel good.
Hello?
Beat off in her face!
Hello?
You wanna see a dead body?
I think you laid it on a teensy bit thick there, old pal.
What do you want?
How you doing? Wanna buy some crack?
Sorry, crack has and turns to bubbling Isn't that right?
Tubby?
Nobody calls me dummy.
As you can see, me and crack no longer hang. You can keep that for $5.
I'll take 10.
Piss coming from my ass!
I've been trying to catch you
Bitches!
all day! Now that I've got you right where I want you!
Doing your mom, doing your mom, doing your mom, doing your mom.
Listen, I don't know if this is the right time to come over. I'm actually kind of busy. What's wrong? Is there something I said?
Something I said? No, it's something you've been doing for the past 9 years living here in Scotland, and you know exactly what it is.
Scotland
Children and a wife, and you had a pleasant life in New York City. But then you just left just to move here to Scotland. You abandoned your family just to see if there was such a real thing known as the Loch Ness Monster.
You know, one day I might even go down inside.
I'll set it up, we could leave tomorrow morning.
Alright, now we're talking.
Awkward sounds, 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 awkward. Then this is so awkward.
Bloody hell. Think the eggs are dead, lads? That or dormant?
Balls. Among Us 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 balls. And Among Us balls.
Gentlemen, wait! We have coming activity from the eggs. They appear to be eggs.
What the fuck is that? Shut up! We have to get out of here before we...
Can someone please tell me what the actual hell is going on?
You twat! So shut up with your bollocks.
Everyone, stop bickering! We have to get out of here now before we are killed!
Bloody twat!
Jesus Christ! Go faster!
Calm down. If you panic, you'll get us all killed. You twat! So shut up with your bollocks. Nate, the exit is to the right, up the bollocks.
Stop right there, you American scum.
I intended to stream last week, but I had a cold, I had a sore nipples, coughing, cold, balls.
Next, after we have invaded Monster Island, we will invade the Agent 007s and the Origami Files! Robin, we're...
Avengers!
Balls.
Stuff lying around here. This thing must be huge. Reminds me of that two-faced loudmouth Blitzwing. Yes. If Megatron can have his Blitzwing, so can I. Me and what army? I'll show him what
What's to stop us from beating you into scrap iron instead? For a spin! Serious existence!
I have prepared for this emergency, Megatron. Combaticons, merge into Vortex! Vortex! Vortex!
Devastate! Devastator!
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Mr. Krabs, I thought we got our shit sauce delivery on Thursday.
I can explain. Sauce?
Bullseye!
Flying chair!
So it's a shit fight he wants, eh? Master Skeleton, sir!
No, Patrick. Raw.
Sir, yes, sir! Locked and loaded!
He's closing in!
I think we have a few minutes before he gets here. Ah! He's right on top of us!
It's gonna take a lot more than potatoes to bring this baby down!
You got a hole in your right wing!
Oh, maybe not.
Wait a minute, Patrick, look! He's got a tie!
Now it's raining.
It's gonna take a lot more than mayo to stop.
I hate this channel.
I was going to easy on you not to hurt your things, but I'm going to get this one and some things wrong. I can't eat it. It's just thing I got. I like some things about to happen, but I don't know. But for that means what it means we're in trouble. In trouble, and there's peace. But as you say, I'm not just thing. And it's I keep it in to keep like app does all my people do fun to app does and I think some are sorry about to app box they say app like a box all mean app box.
Alright guys, we are back after all of those entries and that little commercial break / skit that I made for you guys into thinking Extended 2 would be released to the public. And I hope I fooled you guys on that one because, as you all know, Extended 2 is never coming out. Ever. Now I know you guys all came here to see who won this year's competition, but before I even announce that, and as I'm saying this, please don't mind how Meanie's on the podium. I really don't know why I included him here. Yeah, why did I include him here? But jokes aside, guys, the most important thing I want you all to understand before I announce the winner is that Whoever wins first in place or second in place, please respect the fact that they won in that position and that you didn't, because if you were a person who didn't win, you can simply move on from that and enter next year's competition, and hopefully with the best of luck, you'll win next year's competition, because that's what being a good sport is all about. You understand that you didn't win this year's competition and you move on. Now you might disagree with that, you might agree with that, and all of that is perfectly understandable and reasonable, but please keep that to yourself and do not publicly rail against the people who won. So, I hope I got that out of the way now, because the person, and I'm going to be announcing second in place first, the person who won second in place this year was Pathetic Pictures. Congratulations, Pathetic Pictures. You did win second in place in this competition. Your YouTube poop holded a lot of core values to it that made it really like a YouTube poop. It was pretty funny, pretty hilarious, and I really enjoyed watching it, and I'm glad that I gave you the title of winning second in place. And now, guys, it is my highest honor to introduce the person who won this year's competition, and that person is Gabezilla 2004. That is right, Gabezilla 2004, or as I just like to call you, Gabe. You won this year's competition because your YouTube poop holds a lot of core values similar to Pathetic Pictures that really made a YouTube poop special and hilarious. There were many parts of it that I absolutely enjoyed. I had a smile on it through and through, and I absolutely loved it. Now, I just want to point out that to the 7 people who did enter this year's competition, including the people who won, you guys all did a terrific job. All of your entries were funny. They were definitely good and strong YouTube poops that I'm glad I managed to look over and consider for this year's competition. And all I can say is, great job, guys. If you managed to enter this year's competition and did not win, or even if you did win, I hope to see you again next year, and maybe some new faces. I'd love that too. But without a further ado, guys, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys later, and bye-bye.